Hey guys, what's up? Shadow One here, and today we're going to be looking at the Classic Army Block 3 Airsoft Rifle with ECS MOSFET. This is the two-tone 13.5-inch edition, so without further ado, let's hop into this. So opening the box here, we have the user instruction manual sitting on top, which goes over what you should and shouldn't do with your AEG, how to unjam your AEG, battery placement, things like that. A simple instruction manual. Go ahead and remove the foam on top, which will reveal the accessories for your airsoft gun. Here we have a jamming rod and cleaning rod. You have a magazine, which does appear to be a high cap magazine. And then you have the Classic Army Block 3, the gun itself. So let's hop into the externals of this gun. So starting at the front of the rifle, I have a black metal flash hider already attached to the gun. It does come with your standard orange plastic flash hider. You have a KAC style front flip up, a 13-inch full metal M-LOK style Geisley rail, a full metal upper and lower receiver. You have your select fire switch, which snaps nicely. You have a warning label that comes on all airsoft guns, KAC style rear flip up sights, and your 3-positioning soap mod style stock. You also have a point for your sling near the stock. Flipping it over here, we're going to go ahead and hop into your dust cover. I see we've ran into our first problem. If you could just give us 1 second. So we were able to gain access to the hop-up unit. Go ahead and pull back your charging handle. It will reveal your rotary style hop-up. Letting go of the charging handle will cover your hop-up back up. Go ahead and close that dust cover, and you do have another point for your sling in the back here. The battery compartment is in your buffer tube, and unfortunately this gun is wired to Tamiya, and it just feels real frail and real, kind of janky. I think we're to a point in airsoft where guns over $300 or even $250 should be coming wired to Deans and have a MOSFET. Considering I could buy a Matrix airsoft gun, granted I may not get the same performance, but for $180, $190, I'm already getting a MOSFET and wired to Deans. We're to a point where there's no excuse for this anymore. I know that sounds a little harsh, but come on guys. The replica style Geisley rail is really nice, but there is an issue. So those holes that you see at the top of the rail near the upper receiver, those are supposed to be for your sling for a quick release. Well, unfortunately, as we can see here, the quick release does not hold. They do not hold very well. So for the love of God, please do not trust your quick release on this model of rifle. Again, another failure on this gun. Okay guys, we've kind of seen some disappointment with this gun, with the dust cover not fully opening, the charging handle not sticking when you pull it back, and the QD point not really holding the QD sling, and the frail wires. Let's hope this gun shoots solid. So as you guys saw there, the rough average FPS with .20s was about 380. There was some major variables. I don't know if that's maybe a compression issue. This gun did shoot hard to the point where it was even putting BBs into my brick wall into the backyard. So I do have to say I am pretty impressed with how well the gun shoots. I'm hoping that gap in FPS was just breaking the gun in. It did seem to get a little more accurate and stay a little more average as I continued firing those rounds. So overlooking this gun, you have a full metal build other than your pistol grip and your stock. You have a 13.5 inch rail for a bunch of space. It does come in a 9.5 inch version as well. There is an ECS system which allows you to program for 3 to 5 round burst compatibility. Quick change spring system, which is always great in case you go to chrono, your gun's shooting too hot, you can change out the spring real quick and get it chronoed again and be back out on the field. And it has an ambidextrous charging handle, which I'm not sure how that's really a plus. I'm pretty sure most guns come with a ambidextrous charging handle. But yeah, the FPS range is about 350 to 380 with .20s, which we saw it is about 380. So going into this, my final thoughts, again, we had problems with the dust cover. That kind of really, turned me off to the gun. Especially, like I said, if you're in a quick situation where you're in the middle of a game and wind picks up and you have to adjust your hop up, you have to fight your dust cover and you have to hold your charging handle and twist. And we know sometimes charging handles can fail because the spring gives out or the little hook that it's connected to just snaps. So that's not always a good thing. Another con I am going to have to give this gun is unfortunately that QD point in the rail system. I wouldn't trust it. I mean, for people that don't know, could you imagine you're just having your gun? Sometimes we all know we get to ops, we get to our fobs, and we're all just kind of standing around doing nothing, and your gun just falls, and next thing you know, your gun might break, and you're having a bad day. That's not really a cool thing to have or a cool feature to have on your gun. So guys, please stay away from that quick detach point in the rail. Another thing I'm going to have to point on this gun is the unfortunate Tamiya connectors and the wiring. The wiring in the Tamiya connectors just felt so cheap. I mean, we're to a point in airsoft where in 2023 we have all these guns coming out. There's no excuse as to why we're not having Deans and MOSFETs already in some of these guns, and I'm going to get to that case here in a second. This gun is worth $319. The one that is 9.5 inch is $275. I'm going to tell you right now, please, for the love of God, wait for this thing to go on sale. I think it's just a souped up classic Army with a bunch of stuff on it that was sold under the impression that, hey, it's a Block 3, which is one of the hottest guns on the market right now. Everyone's getting them for Ranger impressions, Green Beret impressions, AF-SOC impressions. So yeah, everyone's going to buy one. But please do yourself a favor. Heed these warnings. If you're a guy that likes to, work on stuff, maybe this gun is for you. But again, please wait for it to go on sale. So now we're going to talk about why I think $319, $275 is not a fair price. Granted, yes, it is a full metal gun. You get that nice metal rail. But looking at the Matrix S&T Sportsline M4 AEG rifle that has a G3 micro switch gearbox in it, MOSFET already in it, and Deans already installed, there's no excuse, is what I'm saying. This gun comes in a 10.5 inch, 13.5 inch, and a 9.5 inch, which you can get in Dark Earth. And the Dark Earth version usually goes on sale for like $183. And I stand by this gun for the simple fact that I did use it at an op at Jet Desert Fox events, and it worked really good. Me and my wife have both used Matrix guns just to kind of test them out. We used the Matrix Calico Jack guns, and we've used this gun out at the ops just to see if, $209 guns are, worth it, if, the $400 guns are going to outperform. And we had a really good time with these guns. So the fact is, when I can already spend $209, save almost $100, and I already get a G3 micro switch gearbox, which does come with a quick spring chain system with a MOSFET and wired to Deans, there's no excuse for this classic Army to have what it has and to be built so cheaply. And honestly, I've thought about buying another Matrix one because they're just nice guns. The flag on the side, it's reversed, but it's okay. It does look cool. I'm not going to lie, the flag on the side looks cool. But that M4 carbine on the side of the classic Army, that just doesn't look right, you know what I mean? Again, I think the reason this gun was so priced the way it was is because it was sold under the basis of a Block 3. So wrapping up this review, guys, again, if you want this gun, wait till it goes on sale. We are to a point where airsoft guns with $209 are doing better than guns that are worth $319. Yes, this gun did shoot accurately, did shoot pretty hard, which was pretty nice, but I would rather replace a hop-up unit and a inner barrel than have to get it rewired to Dean's, install my own MOSFET, have my dust cover changed, have my QD points fail on the rail, where if I know I buy the $209 gun or the $180 gun, I'm expecting the QD points not to work. You know what I mean? There's no excuse. So guys, again, if you want this gun, just wait for it to go on sale. As always, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and until next time, Shadow One out.